Hey guys, back with another video, but before I start, make sure you smash that like button. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you do so, making sure that that notification bell is on with the option all, so when I upload these videos, you are the first one to watch. Also, make sure to leave a comment on this video. So getting directly into it, if you heard this information from Trauma's mother, that is good for you. Please keep it to yourself. I'm very proud that you got the information first. But over here on this channel, I'm sharing this with the people who haven't heard it. And if they did hear it, I'm quite sure they appreciate hearing it again just to see and paint the picture of how demonic Chastity is and why Chriseanrock should stay far away from her until she gets some type of, in my opinion, psychological help for the demons that she got going on with her. This is going to be very triggering. I'm not going to get long-winded at the beginning of this video because I want you to listen to what the Trauma's mother had to say, not from Chriseanrock, not from Chastity, not from 𝗪𝗪𝗧, the friend of Chastity and Trauma, not from anybody else, no other sources, but from the lady who carried Trauma for 9 months, what went down, why she had a fallout with her son, and who it was behind, which hint, hint, was Chastity. And this is why people to this day said she had something to do with the it leading up to his death. And you'll see why in a moment. And I will be back with my commentary, but please listen up because this is a trigger warning, but it's very devastating and shocking to hear what was planted and what transpires behind what Chastity stirred up.
And Quell are doing right now, this is tearing me apart. Because my son is not here because that girl Chastity Llewellyn Malone, you came to my home. You came to my home uninvited. And you came in my basement. You volunteered to shovel snow for me when I didn't even ask. You came in my basement and you told me, pulled me to the side and said that you thought that my son and daughter was having sex. You, Chastity, you were the one that started this rumor. And I asked you, where did you get this from? This rumor was made by Chastity, came to me personally. I am their mother. I'm the one that she came to. I'm the one where the rumor started. And I asked her, she said, because Shakira and Shakim and his cousin, they were dancing at Shakira's apartment. Some stupid, convoluted story that made no sense at all. And for 3 years, yes, because she came into our lives. She came into Shakim's life 3 years ago, chasing him, just trying to be a girlfriend, which I guess she ended up. But that was during the time when she first came about. And when she came over here and told me that, I went to my son and I said, son, what is this that I'm hearing about you and your sister supposedly, getting close or whatever? He said, Ma, I don't know what you talking about. This is crazy talk. And yes, it was crazy talk. But because I came to him that way and I never told him who said those words to me, because initially I was trying to protect Chastity because I didn't want to just initially come out and say who it was that told me that, this rumor. I wanted to find out from him because I didn't know if, I'm not going to say I didn't know if it was true or not. It just took me off guard that she would come to me and say this. But Chastity came to me personally and said this. So my son thought I was talking out of my head. Then I called my daughter at work when she worked at Home Depot, and I said, Shakira, tell me what's going on. Shakira had the same response. They both of my kids, all this time, thought I was going nuts. And then when I found, after they, I don't know, weeks down the line, after they couldn't understand where I was coming from, I finally told them it was Chastity. That's when Chasity started a whole 3-year journey of manipulation, text message, manipulating, hacking phones, hacking Wi-Fi. She did everything to keep it from coming out that she was the one that came to me in my home.
I hope you guys were listening to what the mother said, because like I said, you might say, what does this have to do with Chriseanrock? It has a lot to do with Chriseanrock. One, that's her sister. Two, the girl has relocated herself to be close to her sister. And why? Three, she just recently got exposed for stealing money, gift cards, and taking all of what she could salvage of Chriseanrock's clothes for Chriseankarl. And she has not yet been accountable, held herself accountable for those actions, because we all know that's not from her fans that would be spending that kind of money in that large sum, in that bulk, for Chasity. She is not no celebrity. She is not anybody to look up for. Nobody spending that hard-earned cash money on somebody like Chasity. I'm sorry. You can get mad all you want, but it's the harsh reality. Chasity planted those seeds to his mother. That's how demonic people can be, where you not only tell somebody, but it's their mother. Someone who has carried this man for 9 months, and the last person you going to tell is his mother, not one of your homegirls, not one of your family members, but his mother. That to me was only to hurt the mother. Maybe she was jealous of the relationship that Trauma had with his mother. She was jealous of it because he may have had more respect, spent more time, and had a relationship that Chastity never, in my opinion, had with her mother, because her mother was allegedly actively on drugs for all of their lives and still relapsing as we speak, getting evicted and having to stay allegedly with one of the daughters because she needs to start over again because of all she lost going back to the streets and getting back active on her drug of choice. It brought her back down. And we have to understand, people come from generational curses. You can do two things out of an unfortunate situation. You can either say, I don't want to be a product of my environment, I'm going to change for the better, or you can just become the product of your environment and become worse. And I think that Chastity became the product of her environment and she became worse. But I really feel as though Chastity needs help. Chastity does not see, when you don't see anything wrong with what you're doing, and how it played a pivotal impact on why Trauma is not here. I think that her plan of the planting the seeds backfired. That's just my opinion. I don't think that her intentions was an unaliving of Trauma, but I think that it backfired on her because it in fact happened, and it's behind words. People don't get how powerful your words are and how they impact people's lives and their families. It has torn Trauma's family apart. Now, if Trauma probably didn't stay with Chastity, he would still be here. And that would may not have been said to his mother because he may have early on left Chastity alone. But to me, that's very triggering and disturbing that somebody inside, they really know the true truth. And I don't think that she really believed that Trauma was doing something with his sister. But on the other hand, when you come from the circumstances like Chastity has came from, it's very easily to believe that they were, because they probably had a tight bond. He hugged her, kissed her on the cheek, bought things for her, did things with her like a close brother and sister bond, and she may have felt that he wasn't doing that with her. Now, we did see videos of, affection being shown, them hugging up, laying up, kissing, and being romantic. However, it could have been a facade. Maybe as a woman, and we women can feel this way. When men are trying to be affectionate, you can always tell when it's not from a sincere place. It doesn't seem natural, and she probably took offense to that. I don't know what triggered Chasity to do that and to use his mother to get back at trauma for whatever she wasn't expressing to him or whatever she could have been expressing to him that led up to what happened. It seems to me, and this is just my opinion, I said this in the past, that he was having a nervous breakdown. He had nowhere to go, and I think the first place he would go to would be his mother, and he couldn't go to his mother anymore. And he had friends or associates, but they weren't someone he would confide into on these type of matters. And his mother wasn't available because the person he was laying next to every night had destroyed that. The mother told Trauma, from what she said in this video, she told him eventually what had happened, but I think the damage, I don't think the mother realized this, was already done. And this is how people come to the conclusion. It's just the conclusion, speculations, assumptions, their own opinions. They're not the facts, but this is what people are believing what led up to Trauma's death. And it's really sad that one person can be that cold-blooded. And when things don't go their way, that's why I said Chriseanrock better tread lightly. She knows her sister better than we know her. But she's better tread lightly because she does not need to get herself jammed up. Because when Chasity, it seems like, is on a rampage, if she knows anything on you, or if she doesn't, she'll make something up on you. She will destroy your life. People don't realize how bad character assassinating can destroy somebody's life in an instant. And you got to be mindful of what you say and do when you're angry. Sometimes we need to sit with ourselves, come back down to our senses before we react. Because in this case, somebody's not here behind those seeds that Chasity planted.